If I hurt you back there, Sonny, is your name Sonny? Peter, if I hurt your feelings back there, so fucking what?
Followed by the right.
Feeling great, man. We just came back from the Gene Lewis tournament in Arizona, and we took 6 guys. 5 came back with the belt. They won the whole thing, and then 1 lost in the finals, so played second. So I'm really happy with them and very proud of them.
Fall. To drop or descend under the force of gravity as to a lower place through loss or lack of support. Star, a large spherical celestial body consisting of a mass of gas that's hot enough to sustain nuclear fusion and thus produce radiant energy.
His name was Cash, used to clash with the cats on the block, used to crash, hit you fast with the gat, leaving knots, knocking socks off a cat, taking shots at his fam. That's when he turned a lunatic, used the gat as his hand. I seen him do some ill shit, take a bat to a man for stepping on his white shoes, put his head in the sand. That's when I knew this dude was real. He probably should've copped the deal, went pro, dropping shoulders for a meal. I knew Cash would've made it to the pros if he stayed with his dreams, didn't fold to the clothes or the shoes, getting broke with the thugs on the streets, getting sold off the greed and the money making scheme. He lost it, murdered his wife and his kids, stabbed himself in the ribs, set fire to his crib, jumped out the window, hit his head on the ledge and knocked himself out. Had a dream that he was dead, woke up in the ward, ripped the cords from his chest, cocked the gun off the guard and put 2 to his crest. That's when they triggered the alarm, shotguns ringing.
2 jabs. Hook. Movement. Right hand left hook. Double jab. 1, 2, 3. Jab.
Honestly, just happy that he gets a chance to kind of get his story on camera and film. So this is pretty cool and a unique opportunity for him and other people to kind of see kind of all the great things that he's brought to the combat sport like arena.
My name is Gil Martinez. I'm a boxing coach. Okay, and go. Let's go.
First came here, he was in charge of the amateur program for our gym, and through that program we've found our fighters Randy Moreno and Max Ranellis. And the thing with Gil is he's not just a trainer for these fighters and kids. He's more like a coach, teacher, mentor for these kids. A lot of these kids, they may not have a good, strong family support team. This is where Gil comes in, and he does play the father figure in a lot of these kids' lives that we've seen through the last years he's been coming through here.
I've dedicated my life to this, and I really don't have much time for anything else other than this. I know how easily these kids can fall into, just the wrong hands or the wrong kind of people. So I try and kind of keep them, focused on positive things. You guys are gonna do it 3 times. Then I'm gonna hook a Maxi and he's gonna fire the right hand back. Okay? I have to be on his right shoulder for him to fire the right hand back. On his left. I'm on his right shoulder if he's gonna hook me back. So if he's supposed to hook me back and I'm on this shoulder, he needs to fix and move over. Because when I hook, this cannot open wide. Do you guys understand what I'm saying or no? Okay, so now, when I'm on this shoulder here and I hook here, then it makes it easy for him to drop that right hand. Okay? Everybody understand, yes or no? Okay, partner up. Well, to be a fighter, there has to be a lot of things that have to come into play. I'm gonna hook here, and when I'm on this shoulder, you have to be very disciplined. You have to be very dedicated, and there has to be something inside you that drives you, because it's not normal for a human being to go somewhere, get punched over and over, get hit, and then want to come back the next day for more. The training it's definitely one of the hardest sports that there is. And if you're not really 100% into boxing or fighting,
I don't want to hook back.
you're not gonna last because the training is really hard. I mean, this, any hard run will break people, and this is definitely a hard run. Baby, you want water? You're doing good. I think maybe the only person might catch you is Ricky, maybe. You're still pretty good lead on him though. Like her, she's very dedicated. Like very, very dedicated. It's hard for girls though, because a lot of the times the parents don't give them that same support that they would give a boy. I've met her parents maybe 2 or 3 times, and only when she's fought. It's not like they come to the gym and watch her train, or come, with her to the runs and watch her run. They don't give her that support. She has a brother that was boxing, but he quit. He's older. He quit. But she really wants it. But it's hard, It's hard for girls because sometimes they don't get that same support.
Right,
training women is not easier,
when
but
you step too far and then you go back, you're gonna hit this. Okay? Get up here, James.
they just don't have an ego.
Try not
You
to
know,
leave
most
when you're
guys,
going under.
They,
It doesn't matter.
at least in their
can
head,
pivot
they
before or
they
after.
already know how to fight.
Yeah.
They already know.
You can go under
And
then pivot also. Okay.
They
And then you're out. And
kind
when
of,
when you
in a way, they
exit,
kind of fight you in certain ways.
this is
Women,
your opponent, so you back
you
up,
tell them to do it like this, and
backpedal.
they do exactly what you tell them to do. It's just a little bit different.
Doesn't matter. You go both directions. Okay, so you're in a fight right now. You gotta
But
be moving.
She trains really hard,
Yeah.
She's one of the ones that's gonna be fighting soon, so.
All right. The fights are on.
The fights are June 7th, 8th, and 9th. It's a tournament. Even though they're running as a group, they start separating from each other, and all you got is what you're thinking in your head, and I think this is a good time for them to mentally prepare. And I tell them, when you guys are running, you guys got to be thinking about your fight, and you got to be thinking and knowing that other person, they want to win just as bad as you do. You don't have to try and kill her. You don't have to try throw hard with everything, but I need your hands moving. You understand? You gotta score points. You can't win the fight by moving around. No, you gotta score points. You gotta keep your hands up too. You understand? You gotta let your hands go. Keep your hands up. everything you do, throwing in combinations. The jab, I want to see it like you throw it at the gym sometimes, like snapping it out there with speed and power, you understand? I need your head moving. If you move fast, your rolls and your pivots are fast. But when you're moving slow, your rolls don't finish. You understand what I'm saying? So I need you in the flow right away. You understand me? Okay.
And ring number 3.
You for sure? Yes? Okay. So we gotta jab. 1, 2. Go ahead. Nah, just straight with that 1, 2. Go ahead, lift up. Oh, we're moving. I need you moving. 1, 2, 3. 2 jabs. Hook right hand. Uppercut. Right hand lift up. Hands. 1, 2, 3. 2 jabs. Uppercut. Right hand lift up.
Stop and break. When I say break, you're going to take a step back. Okay? You understand?
Okay, baby. Let's do this. Okay?
Ring number 1. Out number 20. It's once.
Yadira, come here, baby. Listen, they're switching it to 1 minute, so you only have 1 minute. You understand me? So I need you to fucking let your hands go. You hear me? Yeah, 1 minute. There you go. Stay on her, baby. Let's go, Yadira. Very good. Very, very good. Listen, you're going to stop her. Give me a deep breath. Very, very good. Okay, listen to me. You're going to stop this game. But don't get careless, okay? I need you to keep throwing combinations. What did I tell you about your rolls? Your rolls are working beautiful. Okay, I need you to be fast with your combination, because when you're fast with your combination, everything else follows. Okay, keep moving, keep chasing it down and moving that head. You understand me? Every single time you throw a combination, I want you to move your head. You understand me? Very, very good. Come on, come on. There you go. There you go. Hey, aren't you supposed to be doing the door? That's how you do this shit.
For your winner, in bout number 3, boxing out of the blue corner,
My name is Max Ornelas. I'm 19 years old. I train under Gil Martinez right here at the Roy Jones Jr. Boxing Academy.
Maxie, before we decided to turn him pro, he was actually ranked number 2 in the country. You know, he was in there with the best.
Unfortunately, he was 6 months too young to try to make the Olympic team. I really think that if he would have been a little older, that he would have given a really good run for the Olympic trials. I believe he had about roughly maybe close to 50 amateur fights. Very good record as an amateur. You know, now as a pro, even though it's a completely different level of competition, you know, his record speaks for itself. He's already the NABA champion at only 19 years old. You know, in my opinion, in all his fights, I don't think he's even lost a round.
Yeah. Right, coach? You're looking over there about the area. Listen to this side of the world, man. Bipolar, Ken?
Se lleva una regla, desde el 1 llegar hasta el
10 anyways, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna touch all this up. We're gonna redo do this red. What's black, we're gonna do black. What's red? Yeah. Okay. Crazy how the world works, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, we used to be there for like 12 years, man. You see the top? That's where the gym used to be. So we would walk in through that roll-up door right there. Walk in, go up the stairs. When the owner comes in, I'm gonna see if he'll let me take you up there. But that's where we used to be. So we used to look out those windows, man, and all the kids, and that's what we've seen right there, you know, the strip, the backside of it anyway. But yeah, man, we were here for 12 years, man, almost 13 years up there. The guy here, man, he's the owner, Jim, one of the best guys I've ever met in my life, man. Really cool guy, you know. He loved the kids, very, very, very supportive of them, you know. Hard to meet people like that. Yeah. But I mean, hopefully today we get everything painted. And if we do have time, I'm gonna go pick up the ring, bring it in and start putting it together. I really wanna get in here and having the kids work out within the next couple of weeks, you know, because we have already missed almost a month of no training. And then, like I said, we have a kid that's supposed to go to the qualifiers, but you know, without a place to train, it's hard. So we'll see how that goes.
Uncle is the coach, and it's just like runs in the family, and I want to go big one day and show who I am.
Yeah, coach is definitely a hard coach. He pushes you to when you have nothing else, and then he makes you pull something else out of nowhere. He really puts us to work.
All right. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
I see myself being a world champion, hopefully not just in the bantamweight division, but moving up to junior featherweight, and hopefully junior lightweight.
Slip and hook. Back up. 1, 2, 3. Double jab. Uppercut. 2. 1, 2, 3. 2 jabs. 10, 12 years ago, and they thank me because they say I instilled in them a good work ethic. And you know, in boxing, you have to have that, but not just in boxing, in life. If you want to accomplish anything, you have to be driven and you have to work hard. And you can't allow anything to stop you. So I get a lot, and it makes me feel good when I get somebody that I haven't seen in a few years, or somebody that, you know, I haven't seen in a long time, and they call me and just to thank me for the drive and push that I gave them.
You get any pussy out of this? Nah, you had it. All right, I guess so.
You know, it's a lot of work, but I like it. You know, it's my own thing here. You know, I run things the way I want, and you know, it's kind of, it feels good to have your own place. You know, do whatever you want, however you want, not having anybody looking over your shoulder. You know, so I mean, it's a lot of work, but I think in the end, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah. How many kids followed you down?
Right now, we have about 20 that started coming. You know, I haven't officially opened. I want to have a soft opening. I'm hoping maybe November 1st, and then December 1st do our grand opening, or maybe January 1st, you know, for the grand opening.